started.
Ventilator.
Once Washer catches his breath here.
Oh,
Let's go, Gary,
it's
and
a
then
long
John
walk.
Reed start.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Spitter.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Hey, Todd, I know in the kids coming out of the 2017 draft, you guys had Jalen, you decided AJ, and you were set at cornerback. But I'm wondering at the time, was Sidney Jones ever on your radar back then? And then can you comment on this is a guy at every level has had a tremendous amount of ball skills, gets his hands on an awful lot of balls.
Yeah. I'm sure we did. Looking back at that class, I'd have to obviously go through my notes. I can't remember what happened yesterday, to be honest with you. One thing we've noticed when he's here since day one, like you said, he has the ability to really transition and off coverage. You've seen the success that he had last week, and a lot of that was in off coverage. And I still think his strength is up in press. So, we're very excited how he played last week, and I think he's encouraged for how he played. You'll see a lot of him obviously this week, and hopefully he's going to have the same type of success this week. We've got a good group of wideouts we got to defend.
And when he was waived by the Eagles early in September, was he kind of immediately on y'all's radar to try to sign?
Yeah, you give credit to our pro personnel staff. They keep contracts with all that and teams and that kind of stuff. What they see could be fit that could open up. He was on the list early on. So we took a look at him. Obviously, as a coaching staff, like what we've seen, fits into what we do. And like I said, he played a heck of a game last week.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks, Spitter. Let's go over to John Reed and then John Shipley. All right, let's jump to John Shipley.
Hey, Coach. I know it's hard for rookies this year, considering the strange offseason they had, but what can you guys really do to help K'Lavon Chaisson kind of speed up his development and get into the passer?
I think a lot of it is we got to, continue to work a lot of one-on-one stuff. Being in pads once a week, that really kind of eliminates the ability to be really aggressive, and work some of the moves that you want to work in practice and stuff. But for us, I think it's a lot of it, we got to continue to drill it other than just 1 or 2 days a week. It's definitely a priority for us to be able to continue to work and develop him. At the same time, you don't want him to feel all that pressure. If he's going out there and really trying to pressure himself to make plays and stuff like that, that's usually when you don't make plays. So he's got to go out there, have a plan, execute that plan, and stay with the plan. That's the biggest things we're really talking to him about this week. And then obviously today in pads, hopefully we'll see him execute that plan when we're down there working versus the offensive line.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Shipley. Let's go Mark Long and then Gene.
Hey, Washer.
Hey, what's up?
Just your respect level for Peterson. I mean, he's still doing it at this crazy. I think he might be older than you, and he's still running with some energy there.
Yeah, when we flipped the tape on Monday afternoon, I was like, damn, he's still running like he did when he was 22 years old. He still has his unbelievable jump cut. I think it was 9 years ago we played him in Seattle, and I think he's still running somewhere in Mexico. So he has the ability to make people miss, and he runs extremely, extremely hard. And you see him play behind his pads. It's going to be very important. He really likes to be able to get the ball to bounce. So I think our guys on the perimeter and the edges have to be able to tackle well. But it's a credit to him how he's taking care of his body. Through all the years and the pounding that he's taken, you got to give a lot of credit to him. There's a lot of respect for him in our building, and obviously is from us as a coaching staff.
Thanks, Mark. Let's go Gene and then John Reed.
Hey, Todd.
Hey, Gene.
When you look at the play on the 44-yard touchdown pass to Darren Fells, was that simply a communication mix-up between Schobert and Dakota Allen, or what was your view of what happened on that play?
We didn't recognize the deep over as a hook player. We've seen it a couple times, obviously, during the season. We missed one with the Sam linebacker earlier in the year, and then we missed one with the Will linebacker during the game. We got to be able to take a peek and play that hook issue is what happened in the game. There was no communication there. We were playing our normal 3 deeps in a hook issue.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
Thanks, Gene. Let's go over to John Reed.
How you doing, Coach?
Good.
I had some audio problems, so I didn't hear, so I might be asking a repeated question. But how do you feel overall about your depth at linebacker, and did that have a lot to do with this trade you made yesterday?
I think if we can continue to increase and get good players on our roster, I think as an organization, that's what you try to do on a daily basis. And it was a situation, obviously, where he came available, and we were not in the need, but we wanted to be able to continue to upgrade this roster. And I think KC does that for us. So it's going to be, he's got some rush ability. He can play on the line of scrimmage like a Sam linebacker. He's very intelligent. I do remember him, a couple, 4 or 5 years ago when he came out, and we had a lot of respect for him then, and we do now. So it's going to really be nice to be able to get our hands on him and work with him and get him better in our system.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
All right, I don't see anybody else with their hand raised in the queue. So if anybody else has one, if you want to jump in, otherwise we'll let Washer go rest up for practice.
No, he's got to work on the game plan. You got to get on that game plan. It's Thursday.
That's right.
All right, thank you guys. We'll see everybody after
thank
practice.
you, fellas. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Wash. Thanks, Ted.
Thanks, guys. See ya.